happy to be celebrating 15 years of Jersey Shore. Just wild,
Yes,
wild, wild to think about.
Crazy.
yes. So crazy. So cool, but crazy.
And now for each of you, I'm just curious, when you were filming the first season way back when, were you concerned that it wouldn't work while you were filming? And maybe did your thoughts change once you finally saw the first episode?
For me, I was just in the moment at the time. I definitely wasn't looking past the first season. I was so grateful and so excited to be getting my break, I guess. And we were all living in the moment and, I mean, we were literally living by the second probably.
Oh.
Um, but then when I left, I knew we had filmed something special and everything exploded from there.
No, yeah, we didn't know about TV. Like we were just like going for the free summer, free shore house, like just like
Right?
have a good time. So, I always wanted to be on a reality show. So I was like, oh, this is my chance to like do it and, just come home and go back to my normal life.
Yeah, I think
We don't look at it like we do now, where it's like our career and it's like, do we do good? Is this a good season? Like we were newbies.
we were
Mm.
happy for the drinks, I think, at the time.
I was
Right?
happy for the $200 from the shore shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh my God, $200?
We were like, oh
I'll
my
take
God,
it.
that's gonna pay for the alcohol money. We're like,
Exactly. Yeah.
And now I remember pre too fat, but I interviewed both of you on TMZ Live. I think it was like 3 days after the premiere had come out because I had watched it, of course. Harvey hadn't, he didn't really know what the show was. Obviously, everyone knows what the show is now, but I have some nice photos of me and
Oh my God. I
oh my
remember that
God,
outfit.
I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah, we were out in LA. That was the first time. It was me, Nicole, Jenny, and Paulie. And we
Yeah.
actually just saw the photos on social media like last week, I think.
just in that immediate aftermath, once the show hit, it was such a massive success. Like immediately people were talking about it. Just what was it like for you when it did blow up so quickly? Was it scary, fun, both? Like just those first weeks, I guess, of fame. What was it like?
I feel like we're souped. Like I never went to California before. Like I never really traveled before except to like Florida. So I was like,
Mm.
holy crap, I'm going to California. We're not paying for anything. Everything's like
Yeah.
taken care of. We're going to meet celebrities. Like I
Yeah.
feel like we were souped because obviously we all loved attention. We still love attention. So we were
Of
like,
course.
this is great.
It definitely exploded so quickly, but I thought that we remained ourselves for a very long time. Like we
Yeah.
would go out and we would just be focused on like just how we felt and just being so happy and just being together. We had no idea what was about to happen and everything that came with it.
Mhm.
You talked a little bit about coming out to LA, seeing celebrities for the first time. I'm curious for you, is there, a wild celebrity interaction experience that maybe you haven't talked about yet that really stands out? You don't have to name names if it's something that might be a little touchy, but I'm just curious if there are any that kind of do stand out
I
above
mean,
the rest.
we have a ton.
I
Yeah, we
know.
we do have a ton.
Got a ton.
Yeah, I think I don't I'm pretty sure we shared everything already, but we've had interactions with everyone from Leonardo DiCaprio to, The Rock and Jason Statham and, the who's who of celebrity and A-listers. And it just all happened so quickly, and we were just being ourselves and being authentic, and that's what worked at the time, and that's what still works today.
Do you think you'd carry yourselves differently around some of these people now if you had met them for the first time versus back then when you guys, I mean, I still
Um,
think you're
Now
obviously
I
very
think
authentic and don't give a crap, but
now we're all very established, we're all like household names and brands. So I think we would act pretty the same. You know what I mean? If we like someone, we'll go up to them and say hello or ask for a photo or things like that. So I think it probably would be the same. We're all pretty authentic. So um, you know,
Yeah.
we probably would go up to whoever. I think recently Jenny went up to Adam Sandler at one of the award shows and was like, "Can I get a photo? I'm your biggest fan." I thought that was
Yeah. Fangirling.
Do you guys find that you are a bit more maybe respected now than you were those initial days? Obviously, there was so much focus on you and partying and everything, but now it's been
Mhm.
15 years. You've been able to keep it alive. You started businesses. You've gone through a lot of life changes. Do you feel more expected or respected in general when you are out at events or meeting new people?
100%. I mean, it's undeniable now at 15 years, that the staying power is there, that all of us are brands with millions of followers and things like that. So, a lot of times we go to award shows now, and sometimes we don't know who some of the new up and comers are, and they come up to us and they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up, big fan." So, it's all very, very, very cool, and I think very well deserving as well.
Yeah, agreed. I feel like everyone always thought of us as just like these idiots that just get drunk and party. But I feel like now everyone has seen us grow up and they realize like, we're just normal people. We just like to have fun sometimes. So like when people meet me, they're like, you're, totally different than what I expected you to be. Like you're just a normal person. Like you changed my mind about you. And I'm like, yeah, we're great people. We're just a little crazy at times.
Yeah, I think we
Also,
broke
like,
like the stigma of being reality stars. I feel at this particular point, 15 years later, in the
yeah.
beginning, we were definitely shooting stars, and people were like, we don't know if we want to recognize them or not. But now, 15 years later, it's undeniable.
And obviously, like part of reality shows, they're not going to show you just sitting around like your normal day-to-day life. It's not as interesting. That kind of wild
Right.
stuff is what's going to get on the show, what's going to be aired. And I think
Hmm.
eventually people learned that.
Yeah.
But, for you guys, are there any first impressions you had of your co-stars that maybe still stand by now? Or and on the flip side, maybe snap judgments you regret and in retrospect are like, oh yeah, I was really wrong about
We were probably wrong about everyone at the end of the day. I mean,
that.
15 years later, you know what I'm saying? That everyone has had so much growth and so much change. And that's what's so great about it and makes us so relatable that there's been so much growth in all of us.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm sure first impressions are definitely different, than what they were 15 years ago.
Agreed.
Hmm.
And you guys have been through so much together on and off camera, good and bad. Is there something that you wish wasn't caught on video that was? I know there are all these infamous moments, but is there something that, yeah, you wish didn't make it onto the show that did?
Um, 50% of it. That's embarrassing. Like I wish that was never there. But I mean, also that's like what made us who we were.
Yeah,
And we're just like unapologetically ourselves. And
right.
it's just like whatever, like this happened. So I think that's why the fans loved us because we were just so real and raw with everything, even if it was, embarrassing.
Yeah. Again, reality TV is reality TV. There is no script. We are the script,
Yeah,
And early on in our career, it's very realistic to see us make mistakes, us succeed, us fail, and that's all in the process, Now,
yeah.
many, many years later, 15 years later, it's things are a little different. There's babies and businesses and things like that. And I think throughout it all, the common theme is us being authentic, and
Yeah.
that's what makes it all work.
I think it's also like a mirror for you guys, so you can see some of this stuff and maybe make changes based on what you see. I think you probably
Yeah,
got more than I think the normal person would because it's literally out there and everyone is also focusing on it. It just has to be
yeah,
a,
yeah. For
a
me,
weird situation.
it definitely have helped me be accountable over the years, knowing that anything that
Yeah.
I would do, if it was out of pocket, it would be on TMZ or on TV. So
Mhm.
And this show, it really brought the whole Jersey Shore aesthetic to the masses. We're talking Ed Hardy, the poof, hands, blowouts. Just when you look back, is there one thing more than anything else that makes you cringe, or is it all kind of just like, oh wow, that was a time?
Oh no, I miss it. I wish we could still. I wish that was like still a thing. Like Paulie just brought back Ed Hardy on
Yep,
our last trip in
I was
Jamaica,
say
and I was
it's
like, oh my
coming back.
God.
coming
Yeah,
back.
like I went shopping this morning and I saw like all the juicy bags I used to wear, and I was like, I really want to bring this back. So that was like the best style for me. Like I just loved all of it. So no, that was literally my favorite era ever. Is
Yeah.
like the
Yep.
2000s, the the gaudiness. Like I miss it so much.
Yeah, I smile at all the old photos, I save them all,
Yeah, I was like, we look good.
yeah, I favorite them and stuff. I send all the photos to the cast. I'm grateful for the good, I'm grateful for the bad, I'm grateful for it all. And
We got to bring it back.
yep.
I was gonna say, like, it is coming back. Are you ready to see like your kids, some of your kids wearing some of this stuff?
Oh God.
The Ed
No, not the
Hardy, the
kids. No, I would
affliction,
say just for me.
Yeah.
okay, keep it away from them.
Yeah, no.
And speaking of the kids, are you ready for them to come at you with some of your past stuff when they're teenagers and be like, "But mom, dad, look at what you did."
Oh God, do as I say, not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
My son is three.
It's gonna be a learning lesson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My son is three
Right?
and he's starting to point at the TV now when we have Jersey Shore Family Vacation on, and I'm like, okay, he's starting to understand what's happening now. Um,
Yeah.
but I'll let them watch Jersey Shore Family Vacation maybe when they're 16 or something.
Right. I saw JWoww's daughter was already starting to throw some of the stuff in her face. They're getting to, some of them are getting to that age,
Oh yeah, it's all over TikTok. They see it.
Yep,
right?
yep, yep. Yeah,
Hmm.
Jenny's kids and Nicole's kids are a little older. So I'll probably
Yeah.
take a page from their book first,
Get ready.
as I have been doing. My kids are a little younger, so like I get advice before I need the advice, I guess, which is pretty
Hmm.
cool.
How has it been seeing like a new wave of fans also, it being all over TikTok now? It's just a whole new venue and a whole new audience.
It's really cool. Again, we have fans that have grown up with us, and that are pretty much our age, and that are parents as well. And also we have the new fans that are, that are watching now and that are on TikTok. So it's pretty cool. We have a very wide range of demographic from everywhere from 15 to probably, 65, which is so cool. So we're so excited and so proud. Without the fans, we wouldn't be here today. So yeah, happy 15 years.
Yes.
And lastly, just, we have talked about how much all of you have overcome and we've seen it all. Just, do you feel a sense of pride in each other for what you've been able to do? And is there anything in particular you are most proud of throughout this journey?
I mean, I feel like I'm so proud of us, not only in like our own journeys of, like growing up and becoming better versions of ourselves. We're moms, we're dads, we're all married. I'm just really proud of us for how far we've come. But like also like we're still killing it. We still go on vacations. We still have a great time. There's still no script. And we just like genuinely enjoy being together. And like just the drama that happens and then the laughs that happen. I mean, we still have the chemistry that we had from
Yeah.
day one. Um, so I love that about us. And every single season we get closer and closer. So it just keeps getting better and better.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. What Nicole said was perfect. We have a little inside joke. We're like, look at us. We're like, look at us. Like
Look at us.
Look at
we've
us.
come so far. We
Hmm.
all have beautiful families and beautiful kids and brands and all, it's just like a very rare story. And we're so excited to continue telling it.
Well, here's to 15 more years.
Yes.
We'll all
Oh
be talking
God.
to each other
Oh,
then.
yes. I want this thing forever. That's what I said the first.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Right? Well, you're still here.
I love
Thank you
us.
both for your time today. It is always a pleasure speaking with you, and we'll be
Yes, it's
watching.
always a pleasure, Brian. Good to see you, Brian.
Yes,
Have a good
thank
one.
you.
Bye.